All right. Well, today, I think I'm just going to do a lawnmower today. It was kind of interesting. I was just on my way back from the post office, and, this couple was out there working in the yard, and they had just put their lawnmower out on the curb, on the street to pick up. So I stopped right away and asked them, hey, is it for, up for grabs, and they were pretty nice. They said, oh yeah, it's we couldn't get it started, and we don't feel like paying anybody again. We just got it fixed, worked on last year, and they decided to go electric. And I was like, wow, just thinking in the back of my head. At first I was like, well, I'll take it, but I'll make an offer. I mean, if you want it fixed, I could work on it for you, And they thought about it. And it's like, well, it'd be good to have a backup, but nah, just go ahead and take it. And I was just thinking, man, I don't know how many times I've heard that this year, that everybody's going electric. I've had so many guys just give me their mowers, and they've gone out and bought the whole shebang. The mower, edger, trimmer, blower. What else? I even at Lowe's they had a package deal. You get it all at a pretty good price. But I've had so many guys this year go electric. I just thought that was interesting. So that happened a couple of days ago. So I figured, well, the mower it's a little older, but it looks good. It looks in good shape. I'll bet I cleaned the carburetor out and it cranks right up. But let's take a look at it. Well, there she blows. It got splashed on last night in the rain right there on the front. But the rest of it looks good. You can see it's a Craftsman. It's kind of the older style. You don't see them with the lever there for locking the front drive, self-propelled on the front, and it's a 22 inch. Plus you don't see that color anymore, do you? And let's see, what year does that say? 04. But it's in good shape, right? It looks like it's in good shape. But let's I'm going to try to crank it and see if we can get it to even try to crank. I'd almost bet you it's just the carburetor cleaning. Alright, so let's pump it up. Now, I know I'd already checked. There is gas in the tank. Hopefully no water got in there. It was just the other night when it rained. And the oil looks fresh. Yeah. So let's see if we can get it pumped up. Kind of surprised that it cranked up, but it sure is smoking up pretty bad though. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go around and see if these head gaskets, and this thing is just hanging there. Yeah, some of these are kind of loose. But I wonder if it is just a head gasket. And I'm going to get a clamp so I can clamp the lever down. let's crank it up again. Strange, but I like to do that. I tighten down the head, and because sometimes if they're loose, and instead of being a bad head gasket, it's just really a loose head, right? And I think I'm going to crank it up a couple of times and see if that stuff burns off, and see if the smoking disappears completely. And less and less every time, huh? You still have to pump it though. So that time the gas was black, so that was the gas burning off when I pumped it up again. Just prime it a couple of times. Isn't that something? Well, it's not running bad at all, is it? Just burned off the oil. I don't know how it got into the muffler, unless it would, unless it happened when we were moving it around, you know. But it's been sitting there for a couple of days at least, and I guess the only thing I saw on it, because the oil looks fresh, I'm just going to sharpen the blades and let this go dirt cheap. A couple of screws needed for that top cover, you know. It's just sitting there. I think I have a couple that'll fit, but other than that, I'm just going to let it go dirt cheap, you know. But that just gets me that I don't know how many more I'm going to see come my way just from people going electric. So this is the year, you know. Last year a little bit, you know, some guys are going electric, but man, this year, holy cow, I see it all over the place, you know, where guys are some going full electric, some are with their weed eaters for sure. But I guess it's the state that we're in right now. You know, gas is so expensive, and everybody's trying to, you know, just ditch everything gas. Gas is evil right now. You know, they're just going electric, and the equipment itself. I mean, when you look at the electric, you know, battery powered stuff, they actually have a lot of power. The batteries have really advanced. They last a lot longer than before. But time will tell. I mean, nothing's perfect. You know, sooner or later, those are going to have to be worked on too. And if you have to replace one of those batteries, I mean, how long are they going to last? 4 or 5 years tops? Then people are just going to be junking them because, I mean, the batteries right now, a couple of $100 for a battery. Jesus. Yeah, like this stuff. This snapper. I don't know if you've seen those. But it's pretty nice. A lady just did not want them anymore and said, here, take it. You know, they just feel like they wasted their money because it's really, really heavy. They were expecting the electric stuff to be light. This particular one is actually pretty heavy for her, and there's not even a battery in it. You know, that's the only thing. I have this and the blower over there, but no battery for them yet. They take the Briggs & Stratton new battery, 82 volt. Yeah, a couple $100 plus a charger, so you're looking at $300 just for that setup. And so they've been sitting there. I've been trying to sell them, but no takers. I mean, I'm letting those two go dirt cheap. It's just the battery is such a cost, and I don't, you know, I'm tempted to get a battery myself, but it's like, you know, I'm kind of standardizing on Milwaukee stuff, on the Milwaukee hand tools, but now they're coming out with their own garden tools and all that stuff, and I've kind of standardized on that, on the 18 volt. And that seems the way to go. If I would have gone, say, standardized with DeWalt stuff, probably be in the same position. It's they're starting to come out with a lot of outdoor equipment and everything too, but Milwaukee's really making the move. And I guess that's how they have the advantage. If everybody like I'm going to standardize on the Milwaukee stuff, well, it's garden tools and hand tools and the like, right? Where I can use the same battery, just get 2 or 3 batteries and use them all on all that stuff. I mean, rather than like the snapper stuff, like right now, if I got the batteries, that's all it would be for, just that, you know. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant to do it. But anyway, so that's just the way it is right now. Just getting these mowers in. I've got a pile of them over there. The same deal. People are just giving them away because they've gone electric. And even these used stuff, they're kind of hard to sell. But so this year is kind of pivotal, if you ask me. But I guess enough of that. It is a good conversation, though. Crack open a beer and talk about it. But I guess that's it. This is a real short video, it turns out. I'm just going to get rid of this mower and probably start on the next project or finish this one off. You know, I still have this Troy-built pony here that I'll do the engine swap. I guess that's going to be next. So, well, I guess that's it. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, and watch for my next video.